Welcome back to Garage K. On this episode, we're going to continue working on the Everyvan. I got myself a bunch of different masking tapes, and I've got a plastic bag. And it looks like it's going to have to be modified straight out of the packet. But what's unusual about that? How do you do these? Fatter tape. Can't get into the shit. This might be 2 videos, this is boring as hell. Now the time has come to drain the brake fluid. First up I'm going to use one of these to suck out and dispose of all of the fluid out of here the best I can, and then I'm going to need to undo something somewhere and then pump the brakes so that it pushes all the excess fluid out, because as soon as I undo this here, fluid's going everywhere unless I drain the system. I also need to get rid of these pipes here so that I can remove this piece. I could tape around it, this part here, but then I can't do behind this wall here because there's a clip. I could paint around it and no one would ever know except me, and that's not going to work. So these pipes have to completely come out of the car. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to drain the system, but it does kind of seem like a good idea to just undo these pipes down at the bottom. That's a low point. Pump the brakes a few times and it should just empty the system out of wherever the path of least resistance. So if there's a gap there, an opening, the brake fluid should just drop out of the bottom of the car. I'll end up with no chance of getting brake fluid on the paint anywhere else, so that seems like the best option. Do not remove cap. Alright. Here we go. I do not like playing with brake fluid. Shit's fucking evil. For those that don't know, brake fluid is essentially paint stripper. If you get it on your paintwork, it will fuck up your shit. Okay, so the reservoir is empty-ish. Close that up. Now, if we open up the system somewhere and pump, the fluid will take the path of least resistance, which will be out of wherever that opening is. I could do it here, but it's going to make a mess down that way, so I've got basically two choices. Undo a wheel and then pump from, and then get the fluid out from there, or just undo the bottom of this. Either way, I still have to jack up the car. Either way, I still have to undo this, so I'm thinking just jack up the car and undo this. Okay, so getting under the car and having an actual look at it, it doesn't make any sense to undo that at all, because I can access the nipple from the caliper from underneath the car. So if I just connect up the brake, what's it called, the brake bleeding kit that I have, I can do it with no mess at all. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, this is the brake bleeding kit that I was talking about. Basically, this connects to the nipple on the caliper. You pump the brakes and it fills up this container. You can actually connect this one to air and it will do it automatically for you, but we're going to do it the manual way because my air compressor is rooted. Plus, if you pump the brake, it does the same thing. So yeah. What are you even talking about? Well, there's this here. This is a bleed nipple or bleed valve. Bleed. It's for bleeding, basically. Ugh, and the cap is absolutely rooted. This is for connecting. Well, it's for getting the air out of the system, because if you have air in your brakes don't work. Now, if you're going to be working on your brakes, I highly recommend you pick up one of these. This is a brake spanner. It's got this slot out of it so you can get it over the line and then get more grip. You can use one of these, but they tend to round the thing off rather than undoing it. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact and these corners in it, so these work better. They come in fixed and flexi boy. Yo. Let's do it. Number 10. It's already started dripping out. Did you see the fluid go through? Hope you could see something good there. Just like that. I'm doing a time lapse over here, but I want to include you as much as I can in the decision-making process. I've decided to undo these hoses here rather than at the booster. Why? Because these are plastic on the booster as well. If I fuck the booster, that's hundreds of dollars. If I damage this, it's probably 20. Trying to reduce the margin for spending money. I don't have a rag. As I said before, brake fluid is fucking evil. It will destroy paint. Ugh. Oh, and we're good. It's off. Sweet. Okay, now to get this back through. Okay, so that's back through. No. These are M size. M size fit much better than the XLs do, which is why I'm able to wear them again. So we've got that, we've got this is undone. From inside, the whole lot should just come out now. This tripod fucking sucks. Just connect that real quick. Nothing good ever happened real quick. This is probably going to be terrible. I've got one hand. Yo, are we dripping fluid? We are. Oh shit. A lot of it. Oh no. Okay. Need to deal with that. Oh, oh crap. Oh, Parry's gone too. Alright, okay, you go on the fucking ground here. Oh dear, got brake fluid everywhere. So, oh dear. Now you're going to get a demonstration of what it can do. Oh crap. How to remove your paint. Lucky for me, that's not as big a disaster as it could have been. A little bit of paint came off, but nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Maybe because this brake fluid is not what I'm used to, or whatever. Or maybe it's because I just recently put polish on it. Who knows? You might be able to see we lost a little bit of paint on this edge here. Other than that, it's all good. I can spray that with some white. It's not going to matter even if it's the wrong white, because you can't see this area. I just really don't want it to rust. That's what I'm worried about. Mainly rust. You can see, you see this line that runs down here? Yep, you can see that. That's where the brake fluid went. So it cleaned its way down the wall. Beautiful. Safe. Okay, so we got that out, which means that we can clean that area, put a little bit more sound deadening around the place. Obviously not going to put any here or here in the way, but up this top here we can do that. We can do around here, up over there, and we can clean that up. And that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, press that subscribe button, and don't forget to get the bell on so that you're notified when a new episode is dropped. Check out the Garage K Facebook group. We've got games, we've got chats, we've got pictures, we've got all sorts of things going on over there, so check out the group. I'll see you in the next episode. Later. Oh, before I go, if you want to see the time lapse of this one, you have to let me know. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Later.